Good morning. I'm Lisa, promoter of Jesus, sharing my story of faith through chronic disease and trial. And I think I've talked about this verse at least one other time, but today I'm really thinking again about Romans 12:2. And it says, "Do not conform any longer to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will." And my daughter just got back from a winter camp yesterday, and last night she was telling us all about what God did in and through her and through others. And they really talked about strongholds and laying those down when they were on this retreat over the weekend. And we talked about how a stronghold could be a sin in your life that you need to lay down so you can have more of God's goodness in your life. I think it also could be just like a pattern that maybe you've developed that is keeping you from God, not necessarily a sin, but something like a way of handling things that come up in your life that is not beneficial for you any longer. And then this morning when I read Romans 12:2 again, it just made me think about that, how we can lay down those things like maybe stuffing down emotions or pretending like things are okay when they're really not okay. And that really goes along with just my things that I talk about here about trials and things, and how we handle our trials and how we can handle them in a way that brings us closer to God or further from God. And when we conform to the pattern of this world, I think the world tells us just stuff down those feelings, just don't talk about them, and keep it down, But when we let it out and we share with others and we bring it to God, then He can transform our minds. So maybe that's a pattern that you've developed, and you want to lay that down, and you can today. You can do that. God will help you with that if you just bring it to Him. Sounds easy, but the first step is just bringing it to Him, just telling Him that you are struggling with something, you don't know how to handle it. Please help me, God, and just see what He will do with that. So I'm praying for you today, and I hope you have a great day.